Abdul, this is 2 games in a row for CJ where he's been pretty hot. Can you just kind of talk about what it means to the team when he's hitting like he has been?
It just opens up everything else for everybody else. He's a knockdown shooter, great scorer. So we're looking for him every time we come down the floor. And when teams key on him, it opens up things for me, Aziz, and Andrew, Scott. Especially when he gets going.
The biggest difference between tonight and Saturday was what?
Just toughness and grit. We boxed out more. We just played more physical. That's always been a trademark of our team. And, we got after it these last 2 practices, and it showed today. We played a tough team in St. Louis who likes to grind out wins, and we played tough today.
What allowed you to play more physical today?
Just being focused. Not that we weren't focused other games, but that was just our mentality coming to this game. Is if you be tough, everything else will take care. Everything will take care of the rest. Really, we knew that we was gonna make shots. We knew CJ was gonna come into the game. And if he was making shots, we were gonna be fine on the offensive end. It was getting stops and being tough and getting rebounds.
And just how does that toughness sort of manifest itself on the court? That looks like, what does that mean, toughness?
Loose balls, rebounds, making sure you're in the right spot, taking charges. Anything dealing with being physical, getting to the free throw line, anything dealing with being physical, that's all toughness. And those are trademarks of Husky basketball.
Did you guys notice anything as far as the time, just the late start? Did you, by halftime, did you guys go, wow, this is a late game, or did it have any effect maybe on your energy coming out or anything like that?
Nah, we were into the game, so now you can feel the time, but when you're into the game, you're not even feeling it. You're feeling the crowd. You're out there just playing. You don't think about time until the game's over.
I think for either one of you guys, near the end of the game, last 3-4 minutes, it felt like you guys kind of really upped your defensive intensity. You guys noticed that at all?
Yeah, we just make sure we executed on the defensive end. Usually we don't end the games too well, or we haven't been. So coach made sure we were focused and finishing the game right. If we would hit our free throws, it'd been a lot, easier to win. But other than that, our defensive intensity was good.
CJ, were you fighting through pain or anything today, or?
Toward the end of the game, my back started cramping. It's been cramping, late in practice after going for a while, just from the fall last game. So.
It seemed like you really got on a roll there. Are you just one of those shooters, once you kind of hit a couple, sometimes you just get in that zone?
Yeah, I just kind of take it upon myself to be aggressive, especially with Scott out. Me, Abdul, we both had to be aggressive. And then tonight was just one of those nights where my shot was falling. So.
CJ, what have you learned in the new offense about when you can curl off of those pin downs versus drift to the wing, and how you can exploit those things?
It's just a read. It helps with playing with Gaddy for a while, and Drew understands it as well. Just making certain reads, and they know where I'm going to be, and that definitely helps. So.
Do you think that helped you kind of get loose for jumpers in the second half, because you were curling an awful lot in the first half?
Yeah, it's just a different read every time. After they kept playing the curl, I was able to fade and get some open jumpers. So just kind of taking what the defense gives you.
Coach made a point when he was talking about installing the offense, how he felt like it might give you guys better opportunities at the end of the game. Did you guys notice that tonight? Did you feel like you got some? I know it was a lot of free throws and things like that near the end, but maybe 3-4 minutes to go.
Actually, we ran a different offense in the end of the second half, so it wasn't really that offense that we've been working on. But we were just, once CJ got hot, we were just playing off him, and teams are gonna make him curl and stuff like that because they don't want him to shoot threes, and that's the toughest shot to make him shoot. But once he got hot, we started playing off him, and when he started finding guys, or we found Aziz on the block and he was scoring, things open up when those guys are scoring and stuff like that.
So is that when you go to the hot hand, does that change kind of the offensive philosophy a little bit that way?
That's how the game's played. You just got to find whoever's getting hot. Aziz was hot at times, so we went to him. CJ was hot at times, so we went to him, and then we just play off them. And then other guys get hot, and then it's a tough matchup when everybody's scoring. So we just play off 2 guys that get hot at the right time.
Were you guys just trying to take advantage of size and post up and jab a little bit, or?
Aziz is shooting a great percentage inside, so we knew we had to get the ball to him. I told him I missed him one time, so I told him I owed him. And so in the second half, I made sure I got him the ball a couple of times, and I told him just make sure you score, just get a good shot or get fouled, and that's what he did. You know, Aziz is a good finisher down there.
Did the technical foul do anything to you guys as far as energy or anything like that, or was that just kind of a weird moment?
Weird moment. I didn't even know it was a technical until everybody started backing off. So yeah, it was just a weird moment.
CJ, do you look at the stat sheet and kind of wonder that you only took 13 shots tonight? Does it feel like you took more? Did it feel that efficient to you?
I don't know. It's really just the flow of the game. I was just taking kind of what I had. I wasn't forcing anything. I didn't have to, you know, because, you know, Gaddy played well, Aziz played well. So, you know, they had to help on them, and that just opened up shots for me. So I just feel like I was playing in the flow of the game.
Do you guys feel like this is kind of a little bit of an exhale to beat a good St. Louis team after, you know, the Albany loss and then last game, and kind of right yourselves and see what you can do here going forward?
We just want to take one game at a time. That's the main thing. We got Cal State Fullerton next, really good team. So we're gonna go and practice next day and compete, and you know, make sure that we know to scout against those guys, make sure we're ready. You know, because we want to take advantage of home court.
How much of a sense of relief is there that, okay, this is a little bit more like we want to play?
Big time. We got one. We knew we needed this win. Like, we're in the locker room, like, we were very upset. You know, we're mad. We're in practice playing chippy because we're so upset, and it happens. So now, you know, we're trying to take it one game at a time.
All right, we got to rotate.